Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Ta1k Podcast. On this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of an L, because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's get into it today. I'm back. Second episode after my crazy thumb injury. Actually, if y'all can see it a little bit, yeah, it's healing up. But if you see it from an angle, yeah, it looks like a shark bit it. If y'all can see it. It's fucking crazy, but it's been getting better. I've been getting better. I've been having a good week. Was able to go back to work not too shortly after the incident, so everything's been good. Thank you guys for who send me the prayers, has been checking up on me. All in all, appreciate everybody. All right, let's get into it today. First of all, we're gonna start today. We on Friday, September 12th. This is the officially start week of week 2 in the NFL. Okay, it started last night with the Green Bay Packers. I don't want to say destroying the Commanders, but the Packers looked like they were the better team last night. Like they were just significantly better than the Commanders last night. In the beginning, before the preseason started, people, shout out to my dad Keith. Our podcast, Virgins of the Sun, I called it on there. I think I called it on this podcast as well, but I said it. I was like, I got Packers and Ravens going to the Super Bowl this year. And I know for the Ravens, they lost week 1. Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit. But for the Packers, I'm looking on pace. I'm looking on pace for the Packers. I just believe in the Packers. I believe in Jordan Love. I think people need to I know for a fact, we top 5 is top 5. So, you got Pat Mahomes to the Joe Burrows, to the Josh Allens, to Lamar Jacksons, you know what I'm saying, to the whoever you want to put in that fifth spot, from Jalen Hurts to Justin Herbert, to anybody, whoever you want to put. So, and Justin Herbert looked fantastic actually in his week 1 debut for the season, for the 25-26 season. He looked fantastic against the Chiefs. Like, he was looking good. So, anybody you can put in that top 5 list. But I want to say, like, dude, can we start giving appreciation, just small appreciation, to Jordan Love? Jordan Love is a fantastic quarterback in this league. Okay, not only did you get the same, not the same treatment, but kind of the same treatment as Aaron Rodgers. You was picked to an organization who already has an established Hall of Fame quarterback, and at the time, Brett Favre. You sit some years. You're used to playing all the way from high school to even college, and you got to come to the pros, and you got to sit behind somebody. I know how hard that was. And then not only sit behind them, man, you sit behind not just 1 year, 2 years. Like, we talking about a couple of, maybe 3 years. Yeah, he sat behind Brett Favre, and he just waiting for his chance. When he got his chance, he exploded. MVP conversation, MVPs, period. It's perfect, not perfect seasons, but great seasons. 3 lost seasons, and you know what I'm saying, like number 1 seed in the NFC a couple of times. Super Bowl appearances. Then you bring in somebody like Jordan Love. Same concept. You already got Aaron Rodgers, established quarterback in this league for a long time, Hall of Famer. You bring in Jordan Love to sit behind him and to learn. And Jordan Love sat those 3, 4, however many years he sat behind Aaron Rodgers, learned, got knowledge, got great knowledge, became the full-time starter. And now look at this. This is why I say, can we start giving love and appreciation to Jordan Love? Okay, I'm not a Packers fan. I don't hate the Packers, but I at the same time, I'm just not a fan of them. But Jordan Love is a great quarterback. Okay, now all the other quarterbacks I named, like Joe Burrow. Okay, Joe Burrow has two wide receivers that are high paid, and one of them is considered one of the best in the league, in Jamar Chase. Okay, so they make each one of them make each other look good. Okay, I get that, but he got them in Cincinnati. Okay, Josh Allen for a time, he had the Stephon Diggs and the Amari Coopers, and he's kind of getting back. He's kind of stepping to that place now to where he has to be Superman and make these receivers look good. Keon Coleman is still a great receiver in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Dalvin Cook is still good as far as a running back, but can come out and catch the ball if you need him to. He has some solid receivers around him too. Pro Bowl caliber players. Maybe not just receiver, but Pro Bowl caliber players. Okay. Even Patrick Mahomes for a little bit had Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? And even without Tyreek Hill, I know Tyreek Hill has been going. But now look at it. You got Travis Kelce, one of the best tight ends to ever play the game, if not the best to ever play the game. And these quarterbacks have weapons that you can say these are Hall of Fame type caliber weapons that he have. I don't think I would take any receiver on the Green Bay Packers over anybody I just said. And not only that, I want to take some, like, of course, they're nice. Romeo Doubs, nice. Even though Christian Watkins is injured, he's still nice. Okay. Tucker Kraft looks like he's a prime Travis Kelce out there. Last night really proved to me that Jordan Love deserves the praise, deserves the love, and all of that. He deserves it, and he's not getting it. Now, I can get why he's not wowing you. But, dude, look at the throws he throws. It's like he literally sat there and learned from Aaron Rodgers. What you supposed to do? You ain't supposed to just sit there and fucking play with your dick and just not. No, he was sitting there learning, and he was paying attention, and look at what he's doing. Look at the throws he's throwing. Look at he throws off his back foot like Aaron. He knows how many times and how far he really needs to drop back for this play to work. How soon he needs to get the ball quickly out. He manages drives like a 10-year vet. He manages them like a 10-year vet. And if you ask me, Jordan Love is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Top 10. Okay, top 5 is kind of pushing it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, even for you even for you Packers fans, top 5 is kind of pushing it. The top 10 for sure. You can say top 7 if you want to be honest. But top 5, I don't know. You can debate it. I feel like it's nothing like you can't. I don't feel like you can debate against him being top 5. I mean, you can strongly, but at the same time, like, you have a good debate to say why he should be in the top 5. Dude, Jordan Love is a great quarterback, and he's proven it. First time starting 2 years ago, you saw what he did. He went into Dallas, beat Dallas. He almost, and I mean, when I say almost, was it 49ers he almost took down in San Francisco? Come on, man. And then last year, I know he got injured a little bit, and they had injuries throughout the whole team. But this year, coming in with everybody healthy, everybody on the same page. Before the Micah Parsons trade, I said that it was going to be Packers and Ravens. And then when the Micah Parsons trades happened, I was just like, they're definitely going to the Super Bowl. And Jordan Love I keep saying it because he's a great quarterback. And the fact that he doesn't get the love that he deserves is crazy. Now, I get it. It's tiers to it. It's levels to it. Now, I feel like if he goes to the postseason this year, let's just say he does get to the NFC Championship game or to the Super Bowl, then people are going to want to put him in those top quarterback conversations. But until then, it's just going to be looked over. You stepped over. Oh, we've seen this before. Oh, we've seen this before. Matt LaFleur deserves to get his flowers too. Okay. So yeah, start of week 2 is happening. And so Jordan Love looks good. He's one of the top quarterbacks in my opinion. But going back to the reactions of week 1, okay. A couple of overreactions. Let's have some overreactions right here. I'll start with the team that's behind me, my lovely Tennessee Titans. Okay. Cam Ward didn't disappoint me at all. He did not disappoint. But at the same time, it was a couple of plays here and there that was just like, okay, but he didn't really just wow me. And that was one thing I kind of had to tell myself going to the game. He's a rookie quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback. Dude, rookies, period, in any professional league struggle. If they go struggle in their first game, they might. The second, third, maybe the last game. At some point in time, they're going to struggle. And so he didn't get any touchdown passes, which is cool. He had chances for some touchdown passes, but he didn't get any, and that's cool. But the fact that he was poised in the pocket, his calmness is quite scary, man. You got a guy who was a rookie in a grown man's league, and as calm as he is, he's dangerous. He's going to be dangerous, right? Now, for the overreactions of this, I'm not a guy who really overreacts unless I have to, but I don't really overreact. I don't really feed into the bullshit. To everybody out there that's complaining and calling for jobs already and dude, it's week 1. We have 18 weeks 18 weeks in the football season, and people are tripping after week 1, which rightfully so. I get it. One thing that I can agree with Titans fans and analysts and everybody else that's in that organization that are watching, and you have your frustration, and everybody is really voicing that frustration. And I get it. When I say this, I get it. Brian Callahan, I'm not going to say he's not it, but he's not showing me that he is it. Okay, Brian Callahan, I'm going to be the Titans fan to do it. I'm going to be the Titans fan to defend Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan last year came into a situation to where we thought Will Levis was the answer, but he was not. Now I get it. Now you kind of looking at it like, okay, was Will Levis really the problem, or was it Brian Callahan? I get why you question it, and I get your concerns, but Brian Callahan came into a situation to where really it was already a clusterfuck. Okay, prior to that, we had a coach who won Coach of the Year before with our organization and was an established coach, but you got rid of his wide receiver who went on to Philly to not only be in 1 Super Bowl, but 2 Super Bowls and win one. You then got rid of certain other, or not got rid of, but other coaches had got other jobs. Okay. Then, icing on the cake, you got rid of Derrick Henry. Okay. Now, you got rid of him the end of the year. The same time Mike Vrabel left, I think Derrick Henry left. So, he already knew that was going to happen. But then, you just kind of just fucked with his team. Listen to fans too much, a little bit. But at the same time, Brian Callahan is basically, you asked Brian Callahan of a big ass job. Okay, you have a team in the Tennessee Titans who were not just too long ago not only the best team in the AFC South, the best team in the AFC, not only the best team in the AFC, but the best team in the NFL, the whole entire NFL. We go from that promising days to it's over. And you want this guy to just come in and save it in 1 year? All right, so you asked Brian Callahan to come in, okay, and fix this clusterfuck of a football team. Like I said a second ago, we went from being number 1 in the AFC South, being number 1 in the AFC, and being number 1 in the NFL entirely. And we just went to shit after that. And you mean to tell me you're going to politely ask this guy and Brian Callahan to, we saw your success in Cincinnati. You know how we saw it? Because your team beat us and you made Joe Burrow look good. Hey, you can do that for our team, right? Come on, you were just in the Super Bowl. You can put us in the Super Bowl. That's not going to happen. He doesn't have Joe Burrow on the Tennessee Titans. He doesn't have that whole staff or those receivers or that even the other coaching staff that he has, the other players. He doesn't have that in Tennessee. Okay, so you asking too much of Brian Callahan. All right. So he goes in to our organization. He's the coach that we're looking at. We're giving him his flowers already before he even coached a game. He's making appearances, hockey games, TV shows, radio shows. He's doing all of this. And we get in the first game, fuck it. Will Levis threw some shit. Will Levis fucked us over for the first 3 games. And then it started becoming, play calling sucks and Brian Callahan sucks. And like I said, I'm going to be the Titans fan to do it. I'm going to defend Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan, I get it, Titans fans. He looks like an idiot. Okay? You came after a game and said you should have challenged this one play. You didn't know the rules about it. You fucked up when you said that too. We are waiting for our chance because we were just one of the best in the league, and now we just to shit, and this is unfair to us. And we are asking a lot of Brian Callahan. But, man, let Brian Callahan breathe. Let him breathe. Because he's coming to try to help change the organization that was just going to shit. Still is kind of going to shit. Okay. Now, like I said, I think we already tied in. So at least give Brian Callahan this year. Okay, he can lose every other game. Of course, it's going to piss me off. And, of course, I don't want to lose, but he can lose every game. Okay, then we got our sample size. We don't want you anymore. But to sit here and say he needs to be fired right now after week 1, if you was gonna fire him, you could have fired him last year after we went 14, 3-13 or whatever the record was we went. You could have fired him after that, but you didn't. You kept him. You said, okay, well, you didn't have what we thought was a quarterback. You didn't have him, so here you go. It was a couple of dumb mistakes. I will give y'all that. The end of the second quarter, you should have just went to halftime with a 3-point lead, come back out, confidence. But no, you gave the ball to Denver. They scored within like 14 seconds. Okay. The challenge call I talked about that. All of that. Dude, I get it. It is, and like it ain't just regular fans. We talking about top analyst guys or top people who are working for the Titans media team and all this. They are furious, man, and they don't like it and they don't want to deal with it. And I get it, but you just gotta calm down, be patient, man. We was jumping for joy when we hired him. Now we want to kick him out the building. Come on, bro. Okay, but now I will say this also. Lovie Smith was only at Texas for 1 year. They was shit. They kicked them out. They got a new coach now. That's good, right? Just saying. So I know and I get it. But Titans fans, let's not overreact, please. We knew we wasn't winning the Super Bowl. We got a rookie quarterback. We're not winning the Super Bowl. We have a chance of making some noise and hoping that this rookie looks good and we have a promising future. But I'm not saying that he can't win as a rookie. He could, and I would be absolutely happy, but it's not going to happen. At least I don't think so. I have a 99% chance saying that it's not going to happen. I think that would happen. I think that would happen. It would not happen. But come on, man. Let's not overreact on the fact of we do have still kind of it's not a rookie head coach, but you know, he's taking the reins. He's calling the shots, man. Sometimes that is pressure, and some people don't know how to handle that pressure. You think you do. You think you do, but you don't. Look at Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels has been a head coach like 2 or 3 different times. And it's obvious he cannot be a leader in that. Offensive coordinator, one of the best. Head coach, trash. So it might be the same for Brian Callahan. We don't know until the end of the season, in my opinion. Or we can go to week 9 and we're like 2-7. You know what I'm saying? And then you can be like, okay, he's gone. Okay, cool. But until then, Brian Callahan, continue to do what you do. Keep your head down. I'm going to tell you right now, please don't answer no more questions when it comes to the rule of football. Because even though you know, as a head coach, I will feel like you know 90% of the rules, at least 98% of the rules that goes on in football, because you've been playing it your whole life, you've been around it your whole life, and you not only have you coached, but now you're a head coach. You should know all these things. But at the same time, man, why are you even spending your 2 cents on anybody that's not in uniform or has the logo on their T-shirt or their polo that's coaching? We don't matter. The fans is gonna talk. The fans gonna always be the fans, and we're gonna talk shit. So fuck us. But at the same time, we gonna be in your ear. So be ready for that. Brian Callahan, I feel like it's okay for right now. Terrible decision making, but we can live to fight another day. Another overreaction. Miami Dolphins. For the people saying Miami Dolphins is about to be the worst team in the league, y'all are fucking crazy. Okay, Mike McDaniels does not deserve to get fired. You know who does need to get the fuck up out of there? Tua Tagovailoa. I never believed in Tua Tagovailoa. I can't believe that I have fought so many people. Not fought. Let me take that back. I've argued with so many people. I can't believe I argued with so many people about how not good I think Tua is. It makes no sense. Since Alabama days, I didn't believe in Tua in Alabama. When they bitched Jalen Hurts for Tua, granted, people don't really think about it. Jalen Hurts got benched in the championship game. That's one game. Yes, one important game. Tua came in, threw some balls, great balls, and they won the game. And then he was a full-time starter next year. I was not sold on him. The whole year, I was not sold on him. And you saw they didn't even go. They didn't win. Or I think actually, no, that's when Jalen Hurts came back in and they had their game. Right? But still, I didn't believe in Tua. I believed in Jalen Hurts more than Tua. Even when he went to Oklahoma, I was like, dude, he should still be in Alabama. I didn't believe in Tua Tagovailoa. Then he gets to Miami, and then the time he gets Tyreek Hill, and you got Jalen Waddle, and you got all these people on your team, it's like, bro, any other quarterback will do at least good. At least good. Okay? Like put anybody else in that position, and I bet you they succeed. Put Cam Ward on their Miami's Dolphins team. They would look so much better than they did versus the Colts. Offensively. I don't know about defensively. They were just getting their ass whooped on defense. But offensively, they would look a lot better. Of course, your top quarterbacks, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, of course, put them on Miami. They will be OD, if you ask me. But Tua Tagovailoa is not it. He needs to get out. Mike McDaniels. Before Mike McDaniels got to Miami, we were talking about Miami literally being a laughingstock like the Browns or the Lions. Miami was getting their ass whooped 70-9 and shit. Mike McDaniels get there, he changes the whole culture of it. It's fun to play football, and it's fun to watch football in Miami because he makes it fun now. Man, Mike McDaniels is a great coach, and he's got a great scheme. Tua Tagovailoa is y'all real problem. A lot of Miami fans tend to disagree. They think Tua is great. It's just he needs better coaching. I don't believe in Tua. All right, if he's not injury prone, he's you right there, bro. You can't hit guys right there, dude. You got one of the actually not even one. You got two of the fastest guys in the NFL on your team. You know what Patrick Mahomes did when he had one of the fastest guys? Nigga, just throw that bitch. He's gonna catch it. As long as I just throw it farther enough that only he can catch up and catch it, he will catch it. We're not seeing that. And if we do see it, it's because it's a design pass. Man, you got to be able to improvise, and he does not improvise well. Okay. Miami Dolphins fans. Tua Tagovailoa is your problem. Please get him out of there. Okay, now other games that happened from Cleveland to Cincinnati to Vegas to New England, all of the games were fantastic to watch, and it was a good week one. Overreaction, even though the 49ers won their first game, I'm still thinking they're in trouble. Brock Purdy's out for like 5 weeks. George Kittle's out for like 5+ weeks. Brandon Ayuk is still on IR, recovering from the I think it's the ACL tear he had last year. It's a lot of players that are getting hurt at the wrong time after the first game. 49ers season might be over before it started. It might be over. Okay. Cowboys are fine. I think they're going to be good offensively. Defensively, of course, with the loss to Micah, it was just certain things on defense that I didn't like versus the Eagles with them. But they got a bounce back game versus the Giants. Okay. That's really all I got for overreactions. All games were really great and fantastic. A good overreaction I can say is J.J. McCarthy will outperform Caleb Williams this year. He did it in the first game. They got to play another game down the road. I don't know what week that is. But they got to play another game down the road in Minnesota. So J.J. McCarthy came to your crib, Caleb, won a game in your crib on Monday night for his first time being on the field because, we're here. He tore his ACL, or MCL, so he wasn't there last year. But he came back, first game starting. He looked terrible the first 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, he turned to Jordan as a football player. Or Brady, if we're going to name a football player. He turned to Brady. But I think J.J. McCarthy is better than Caleb Williams, and he's going to prove it the rest of the season. Caleb Williams, I'm not out. Just like Tua Tagovailoa, I was never high on Caleb Williams. Yeah, he won the Heisman. Okay, I get it. It's important. But he won the Heisman, and USC did not look good. They was losing stupid games. You had Colorado competing with y'all. Come on, man. I don't believe in Caleb Williams. Tua Tagovailoa and Caleb Williams, I do not believe in any one of those quarterbacks. Ever since they was in college, did not believe in any one of those quarterbacks. Did not. Okay. Uh. Okay, for everybody who's been living under a rock, including me, a little bit sometimes. If y'all know, all of my WWE fans, stand up. We are ready. We got like 7 more dates, I think, of John Cena before he calls it quits. Your girl came back, AJ Lee. Okay, now can I do this? Is called Talk 100 podcast. So, like I say in the beginning of the episode, we spell talk with the one instead of an L because we always keep it 100. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I just actually talked to my homie Lane about this. Shout out to my homie Lane. When AJ Lee came around and they did the NXT thing and they started, that's around the time I kind of stopped watching wrestling full time. And I was into more sports and going to practice, football practice at like 6, 7 in the morning, and then I'm getting home at like 1 or 2. I'm sleeping the rest of the day. So I was watching more sports at the time, so I'm starting to watch more sports, watch less wrestling. So I stopped really kind of watching all together for like a cool 7 years. I stopped watching WWE like all together. Like I just did not care for it. The time I started doing that, that's when AJ Lee started, like she started her career with the WWE. So really, to be honest, I missed all of AJ Lee's career. I missed the whole career of hers, to be honest. Then turns out she did her thing. She left for 10 years, came back. She's back now, and so everybody was hype. Everybody was. I was texting Lane and I was talking about a football game. I want to say, I said, man, I'm watching this Chiefs and Chargers game. Yeah, I was watching the Chiefs and Chargers game and this and that. He was like, hey, AJ Lee's supposed to come back. I'm watching SmackDown. In my head, I'm like, I said, who is AJ Lee? I kept thinking in my head, like, who is AJ Lee? And then I looked it up some more. I saw her come out. I saw the pop that she got. And so I started looking more into it. AJ Lee is, she got the fans. She got the fans out there. And I apologize to AJ Lee because I really did not know who you fully were. I saw you before, but I didn't know who you fully were. And I feel super bad. But it was like everybody was hyped, and I kind of treated it like a trend I see on Instagram, man. Like I saw everybody get hype. I saw everybody talking about it. Let me go look it up, see what the hype is about. And the hype is real for AJ Lee. I'm happy she's back, and that feud between her, Becky Lynch, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins is going to be fun to watch. We got a lot of fun stuff in the WWE going on. If I'm not mistaken, Worlds Collide is tonight. That should be fun to watch. All right. Clash in Paris was not too long ago. That was great to watch. But yes, WWE has been turning up. For the past 2 years, they have been turning up, rightfully so. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. WWE Universe, where the fuck is The Rock? Where the fuck is The Rock? Because when he came and he did the thing with John Cena, right? When The Rock came back and he did the thing with John Cena, and basically John Cena turned heel at the time, I'm thinking, The Rock is going to be lit. We're going to do this, and they're going to do that. It's going to be fun. I have not seen The Rock since Elimination Chamber. I have not seen him. Where's The Rock, man? I feel like he plays a big part in all this, and he is nowhere to be found. Not even in WrestleMania. I know, big dog. You got shit that you got to do. You're in movies. You're a big-time megastar now, so you got to do a lot. But come on, man. Don't tease us. Don't just tease us like that and leave. What is wrong with you, man? But yeah, happy that AJ Lee is back. I'm happy that the WWE Universe is getting really kind of turning back the clocks, and it's fun to watch WWE again like we used to. Okay. But like I said, I treated that like a trend on Instagram or TikTok. I had to go search it up for myself and follow the trend. Speaking of trends, trends on IG and TikTok go crazy. It's crazy how quickly somebody can rise and fall at the same time by just certain things, a couple of videos. I be intrigued by a lot of shit. It's a couple of people out there now that I know it's one dude that I forgot his name. Is it Riso Rhymes, I think. It's a white dude, but they say he look like Laura Farquaad. He look like the dude off of Ned Declassified with the crazy bob haircut, the white dude. But dude, the first video I saw from him, he's got this song. I didn't know it was him singing it. I thought it was just a song that somebody else made, but he made the song, and it's called I think it's called is it called Laura Farquaad? I think, but it's called like I got my hair done. I just got my hair done. Bitch, I just got my head, but I'll be at work doing it. Hey, and then I actually looked on his IG page. Dude, he got some bars. He be spitting, dog. For a white boy, that boy can spit. I ain't gonna lie. And then other trends, Auntie Hattie, I think that's her name. Just like an owl comes out at night, but coochie comes out late at night. Bro, when I first saw it, I said, what the fuck? And then I can't stop it. I be jamming to this shit. It's so many trends out there. Let me know in the comment section what's your favorite trend on IG or your favorite trend on TikTok right now. Those are a couple of my favorites, but it's a lot that's going on. Okay, we went from the Juby slide to the so now we got the fucking Chris Brown. Like we got so many trends that happen. One of my favorites was that ready to get stuck. Bitch, I got no shit. Dog, this stuck. Yo, trends be lit once you find a trend. And you know what? Shout out to my cousin Indira, because she lets me know every time how old I am and how late I am. Because I'll be like, hey, this trend be eating. I like this. And, oh, you're so late. You're late. Like, man, forget you, man. Help a brother out if I'm late. Show me when it came out then, motherfucker. But shout out to her. Proud of you, girl. Keep going in college, University of Cincinnati. Hey, whoop, whoop. Okay. So, past couple of days have been kind of crazy. September 10th, around that morning time, the world lost Charlie Kirk. Now, me saying the world lost him, I know it's going to ruffle some feathers, but we did. We lost another soul and another person to this world. The people that don't know, because I did not know until he died. Charlie Kirk is a guy who he's more into your politics. You know, he was running with Trump a lot of times. He was Trump's guy, right? But a lot of things that he did was he basically opened up a platform for everybody, you know, just debating crazy shit. So one thing that I did not know that he was, like when they say he's debating people, I'm thinking like, you know, it's all politics, or because I know people talk about, oh, well, he said this about black people, or he said this about, you know, this people and this and this and that. But then when I started looking at more videos that he does and more debates, he's talking about sports. Who's the greatest of all time? LeBron and MJ. Who's this and that? Who's the better football team? Like he would debate you on anything. So I found that kind of cool, that you debate anything, any sports, any politic thing, and he expressed his beliefs, and he did not apologize for what he believed in. Kudos to you on that, because not a lot of people can do that. Now, it's a lot of stuff that, and I get it, it's a lot of stuff that he said or that he's done that has rubbed the people the wrong way, grinded people's gears. For the people out there, man, I understand your reasoning for being frustrated. I understand your reasoning for not liking the dude. I understand why you don't believe what he believe in, so you just say kind of like, oh, fuck him. But it don't do that, man. Somebody who just got shot in front of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit here and say, oh, I'm glad that happened. That's nasty, man. That's nasty. And you know what? I'm not even speaking for him and like he passed away. And you know, and I get it. His kids, his wife, his family, period. They lost somebody, and that is sad enough. But like I just said, he got shot in front of people. Think about the kids that were there that saw that. They're traumatized. You know what I'm saying? Even grown adults get traumatized every day on some stuff, especially nowadays. Social media, you know, gets people all out of whack. People were there that saw him get shot dead. Man, you don't think that's like some type of trauma towards them? They're gonna think about that for time to come. They're gonna dream about it. You don't know, man. You don't know the effect. Now I get it. Shout out to my other little cousin Julie Kate. She talked about it and she had wrote some passages about it. She was sharing some stories, and she actually was a big reason why I went and actually looked up more. Now, when I got to work, people were saying, "Hey, you hear about Charlie Kirk? You hear about Charlie Kirk?" I was like, first of all, who is that? Right? And so people was explaining, but then I follow my little cousin Julia on Instagram, and I seen her stories and what she's talking about, what she's writing, and of course we're family, so I've seen stuff that she has wrote and stuff like that. And she made me go look him up. And like, instead of, I see everybody's point of, oh, he said this and this, and like, I don't fuck with him. But she actually made me be like, okay, hold on, slow down. Who is this person? What does he stand for? What is going on? And I started looking and reading more, and I got knowledge for myself. Now, even though I did that and she helped me do that, thank you, Julia. She helped me do that. It's still the fact of I have my own beliefs. From what I've heard from him in these past 2 days and the videos I've been seeing from him, I don't totally agree with everything he's saying or everything he's doing. I don't really like it like that. Now, it's one of those times where I'll be like, you know what? I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing that's making you and your family money, but you can stay over there. I don't want to be associated with it. And that's cool. But to sit here and be happy and celebrating, now that's a little out of pocket. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's out of pocket, man. You can't be celebrating. What's going on in the world? Everybody's going against each other. Everybody got something to say. Everybody has their opinions. This is why we have a million podcasters out there. I'm one of those million, right? Everybody has something to say. You're going to see a lot of people for at least the next week talk about this. In my opinion, this is a distraction. Charlie Kirk passing away or getting killed like that, and you see how much controversy it didn't start like another fucking race war. White versus black again right now. Something's happening behind the scenes. Something is happening behind the scenes. I don't know what it is. I, to be honest, don't care to know what it is. I stay in my lane. But something is happening, man, because this is just the way that this popped off. They knew what was going to happen. All right. Okay. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, man. I give all of my prayers, thoughts, everything to the family, the kids, the wife, the mom, dad, grandmother, auntie, uncle, everybody who associated with Charlie Kirk, know him personally. My heart goes out to y'all, man, because that is so sad to lose somebody like that, bro. Super sad. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So we have Hall of Fame, Basketball Hall of Fame, okay? Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard have been inducted. Maya Moore has been inducted. I think Billy Donovan has also been inducted to the Hall of Fame. Two players that are still currently active playing in CP3 and LeBron James got inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame while being active players. Now, that is Hall of Fame shit for both of them. Hall of Fame shit for both of them. Okay, we know Bron's resume, but we know CP3's resume, but people tend to kind of disrespect because of no rings. But I don't, especially with Melo too, man, no disrespect. He's a great guys when it comes to this sport. Okay, congratulations to everybody who got inducted, but definitely Melo, Dwight, Bron, CP3, Maya Moore, Billy Donovan. Congratulations to all y'all. Thank y'all for all y'all do for the sport of basketball. Y'all was the reason I tuned in. Still tune in to this day because, two of y'all still playing. It is not easy to get in the Hall of Fame or anything, and for y'all to be in the Hall of Fame, it is amazing. And I know I'm super proud of all of y'all because I've watched the grind, and I watched y'all go through blood, sweat, and tears, criticism, and you still go out there and perform at a high level. Okay. Congratulations to everybody that made it to the Basketball Hall of Fame. Well deserved. Okay, so Congratulations. Speaking of the NBA is back on NBC starting, I think it's September, not October. October 18th, I want to say that's when they're going to start the regular season, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay. NBC. So we're going back to the we get to go back to their theme song, man. And it's gonna be fun, man. What's crazy is I didn't get to see that. I didn't get to. I was alive, but I wasn't, functioning right when they had that. When I got to watching the NBA fully, that's when TNT was lit and out, and they're on ABC and ESPN. So I didn't get to see the NBC era, but I get to see it now. It's coming back, and also on Prime. I didn't know until I was watching the game last night that they're going to be showing games on Prime too. That's going to be cool. I can't wait to see what happens. The staff they got for all these games and everything is going to be cool. I think Blake Griffin was on that staff that was showing it. That's going to be what? I'm excited for basketball just to see how it's going to play out, especially on NBC. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me know in the comment section, who are you guys ready to see in basketball? Okay, of course, I'm ready to see my Celtics. My Celtics are going to play. Right, and even though, okay, I'm happy for the Celtics, but I'm still kind of like, I'm still kind of like on some like. I don't know how to feel because, I don't know how to feel because not Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum is out, so I don't know what to expect from my season. I don't expect nothing too crazy. I don't think we're going to. I think we have a chance to go into the playoffs, but I don't think we're going to the finals at all. Not a chance. We're not going to the finals. We're not even going to the Eastern Conference Finals. If we go to the playoffs, it might be, we gonna be like a 6 seed, 5 seed, 6 seed. We get there, lose in the first round. That's kind of how I view that. Of course, I'm actually excited, believe it or not, for the Houston Rockets. Only because for people who know me, and if you truly know me, you know that I am a Kevin Durant fan. So I'm going to go to Houston to go to a game. I can't wait to see how he does. I think Houston was a Kevin Durant piece away from actually beating the Warriors and possibly going to the Western Conference Finals. So you got Kevin Durant now. Let's see what happens. Can you all get there? I hope so. It's going to be something to watch. Okay. All right. So get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. Are y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. We're going to call a couple of games. We are going to call a couple of games. Okay. Y'all ready? All right. We're going to start with college. Starting Saturday, which is tomorrow. Okay. Saturday. We got, who we going to talk about first? Should we talk about my favorite team? Did anybody know who my favorite team is? Anybody out there? Anybody? No. I am an Oregon Ducks fan. I've been an Oregon Ducks fan for a very long time. You can ask my mom. You can ask my stepdad, my dad. You can ask my wife. So you can even ask my kids. My kids only been here. My oldest is 9. He'll be 10. You can even ask him. And he don't even talk. And he'll tell you, my dad is an Oregon fan. Okay. Oregon they travel to Northwestern to play the Wildcats at noon Central Time, 11 o'clock on the mountain, and then there will be 1 o'clock on the east. Of course, I got Oregon's probably about to dog walk the shit out of Northwestern. Now, hope it's a good game, but Oregon's about to go in there and go crazy. Okay. A big game, kinda, but it's not going to get the love it should. Clemson is playing Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is 2-0. Clemson is 1-1. Okay, and the game is in Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has a fantastic team. I think they have a good team. They have a chance to not only beat Clemson but get themselves in the top 25 if they win this game. Now, since the game is in Georgia Tech, I would say it would be Georgia Tech, but I think Clemson is kind of head on a swivel right now, and they need to prove why they're a top team. So, I actually got Clemson going into Georgia Tech and taking that game. Okay. Game of the afternoon, not game of the night, not game of the day, but the game of the afternoon. We got Georgia traveling to the Volunteer State and playing Tennessee Volunteers. Both teams are 2-0 in the SEC. The game will be, like I said, in the afternoon, so around 3:30, 2:30, one of those times, on ABC. Even though I am from Tennessee and I am a Tennessee Titans fan, I am not at all a Tennessee Volunteers fan. In fact, I really can't stand the Tennessee Volunteers. Really just their fans. Tennessee Volunteer fans are the same as Dallas Cowboy fans. It's always y'all year to do something, and y'all don't do a damn thing. So, Georgia is going to travel to Tennessee, but I got Tennessee taking the game over Georgia, even though I just talked shit about them. I got Tennessee winning that game over Georgia. I think it's going to be it will be an upset because Tennessee is 15 and Georgia is 6, but it's not an upset. They're two good teams. And another important game that we have, okay, South Florida, USF is traveling to Miami to play the Miami Hurricanes. Now, South Florida has had two interesting wins, the first two wins, versus Boise State versus Florida. If they can pull out a win versus Miami, top 5. Top 5. That's 3 ranked opponents that you play. 2 of those ranked opponents that you did play, or there's 2 ranked opponents that you're going to play in Miami and Boise State, and both of those were good. But you beat Florida SEC school as well. South Florida, if USF pull out this game versus Miami, we need to start talking about them being in the very top, in like the top of the top. Top to the top, like all of the way to the top. Okay, and the last game I'm going to call. Okay, last game I'm going to call is going to be a night game on NBC. It's going to be Texas A&M versus Notre Dame. Okay, Notre Dame actually needs to probably win this game. After falling 0-1 to Miami, they need a bounce back game. Now, Texas A&M is 2-0 coming into Notre Dame. I'm going to give Notre Dame the nod. I think Notre Dame is going to pull out their win, and they're going to get back on track. I think Notre Dame is going to actually beat Texas A&M and pull out that game. Okay, now to the NFL. Sunday. Okay, we got quite a few games that I can't wait to see. Okay. Well, they did have it, but I guess not. Anyway, Rams travel all the way to the Volunteer State in Tennessee, and they play the Tennessee Titans. Is this a bounce back game for Cam Ward and Bill Callahan? Well, he's on the team too. Brian Callahan and the Tennessee Titans, or will they just fall face flat to the earth and get ran over by the Rams? My instinct is saying the Rams is going to probably not blow us out, but they're going to win by 2 touchdowns. But you know what? Because I am a Titans fan and because I believe in them, and I think we were just a couple of plays from beating the best defense in the league, in my opinion, in Denver, we have a chance in that game. I got the Titans beating the Rams at home for the home opener. All right. Cleveland is traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Cleveland actually did not look bad versus the Bengals. The Ravens, what happened? This is what trips me out. I saw the Ravens score 40 points, and I said, okay, remind you, this is Sunday night. Okay, so I had to get the kids ready. My wife, their mom, she was out with her sisters in Houston. Okay, she was not gonna be home until the next day. So daddy duties I had to make sure they get the baths, stuff ready for school, and put them to bed. I saw the Ravens score 40, and I said, "Ooh, okay, cool. This game is over. Let me go do all this stuff. Get them together. Got them some showers. Got them some food. Well, they already ate, but they gotta eat the late night snack. They're just like their dad. Got them this snack. Laid them down. I went to the bathroom. I look up. The Bills are down by 2. Whoa. Whoa. What just happened? What happened, man? I was super confused on what happened, man. But Baltimore, this is your bounce back game. I think Baltimore comes in, or they're at home, so I think Cleveland is going to come into Baltimore, but Baltimore is going to win their game. Now, if Cleveland wins, that would be crazy. But I think Baltimore wins the game, and I think Cleveland, it depends. If Joe Flacco has an okay to bad game, then we're going to start looking at the other quarterbacks for Dylan Gabriel and Shador to be playing sooner than later. But that's just a far-fetched dream, probably. We don't know for sure. Game of the week, in my opinion, game of the week, we have Philadelphia traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs in a Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl rematch in Kansas City. We all know Philly's 1-0. We all know KC is 0-1. This game is going to be the most watched. Why the NFL? Why was this not the night game? I get it. Everybody no, you know what? I don't get it. Dude, this is a Super Bowl rematch. Everybody's going to be watching this game. Why is this not a night game? Why is this not a night game? This could have been a Monday night game. This could have been a Sunday. This could have even been a Thursday night game. And I guarantee you those ratings would have still went up. But the fact that it's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, now I'm still going to watch it. We all still going to watch it. What are you talking about? Kansas City needs this because Kansas City, believe it or not, is the only team in their division with a loss. And it has not won a game. So we got the Chargers, Broncos, and the Raiders all 1-0, while the Chiefs, who's dominated that division for so long, is 0-1. That is something I didn't think I would see. Now I get it. Don't overreact. It's week 1, so shut the hell up. Okay. Ooh. My wife, for everybody who knows me, my wife is a Kansas City fan. She was pissed off about the Friday loss to the Chargers. Okay, and it's time to bounce back. I think Philadelphia is losing some key pieces on defense, and they lost a lot of key pieces on defense, and they're going to struggle. I got Kansas City bouncing back, beating the Eagles in Kansas City to claim their first victory of the season. Okay, and on Sunday night, which I don't know how this is the night game over Philadelphia and Kansas City, but Sunday night, Sunday, Atlanta Falcons go to Minnesota to play the Vikings Sunday night. Atlanta lost a heartbreaking game versus the Buccaneers. I was watching that game. That was crazy. And I was also watching the Vikings game. That was crazy too. I think J.J. McCarthy continues his reign, and I think he's going to continue to be good. I got Vikings beating the Falcons. Okay. Tampa Bay, 2 Monday night games. Tampa Bay versus Houston in Houston. I will say I would be a fool not to pick Tampa Bay, but it's in Houston. I got my division brothers. I got Houston beating Tampa Bay in Houston on Monday night. And for the last game, LA Chargers are going to travel to Las Vegas to play the Raiders in Vegas on Monday night. That's the second game of the doubleheader. The second game of the doubleheader. And it's actually a good start time. The first game started 6. The second game started 9. That's kind of cool. Spread that out. The second game of the doubleheader on that Monday night, and the Raiders look good. The Chargers look good. Ooh, this is gonna be a bloodbath. And it's a division game. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath. I don't know. What you think? Yeah. Well, the Raiders kind of suck. Yeah, the Chargers Bills. Yeah. I got Chargers winning this game in Vegas. Okay, Chargers haven't been at home in 2 weeks. They was across the country, or not across the country, but they was out of the country, and now they're in Vegas. Even though they're back in the country, they're away from LA. So 2 games technically on the road, and you come in and can win both of those games. Big ups to you. All right, before I get out of here, I just want to let y'all know, Saturday. Y'all already know what time it is. It's going to be one of the fights of the century, the fight of this generation right now, the fight of this decade. Bud Crawford, Terrence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Who you guys got in that fight? Let me know in the comment section who you guys are pulling for. Me personally, I think Bud is gonna take it. I pray for a good fight, and I think Canelo is gonna give some problems. I don't think he's going to give some problems to Bud, but I got Bud coming in and pulling that out. Crawford is gonna come into that fight and pull out that fight. I got him winning over Canelo. Knockout? I don't think so. Decision? Oof. I don't want to say it's gonna be like a majority decision. You know what? Fuck it. I go knockout. Knockout round 9 for Bud over Canelo. That's my prediction I got. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win that fight. Are you going to go watch the fight somewhere, to a bar, to a friend's house, anywhere? Like I've always used to say for my UFC fighters too, but also for my boxing matches, be safe out there. If you're going to a bar, if you're going to a friend's house, if you're going to anything, be safe. Please do not drink and drive. If you're going to drink, hand over your keys. If you know you're going somewhere and you want to drink, especially watching this fight, and people who knows boxing and fighting period, it's not always going to end at just like 11. It's going to be probably 12 or 1 o'clock before you get out of there, and you're going to be drinking. Call the Uber. Okay, call somebody. Call your mom, call your dad, call your sister. They will be pissed off that you called them at 3 a.m. to pick me up because I'm blacked out drunk. But I guarantee you, after they go back home, sleep it off, they'll be happy that you called them safely and everybody's alive and safe versus you getting behind their wheel, drunk as hell, probably mad because you lost some money, and you probably lose a life. Okay, be safe if y'all gonna go watch this fight. Okay. But until next time, y'all already know who I am. I'm Zay for Life. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Ta1k Podcast. And I'll be back next week. But until then, Zay for Life is out.